State where they say the government needs to address the challenges of a lack of adequate classrooms, teachers, instructional materials and other facilities needed in public secondary schools in the state to aid teaching on learning. This came to the fore at the inauguration of Corps Members Lodge at the oldest government secondary school in Ijeshaland. Rafi Hamid reports.
There are about 385 secondary schools in Osun State. Many of them are faced with a lot of challenges, ranging from inadequate teachers, classrooms, educational materials, and other facilities. This is despite efforts made by successive administrations in the state. Here at Ilesha Grammar School, the first secondary school in Ilesha established in 1934, many of the buildings here were donated by the Old Student Association. However, there are a number of buildings left unused for years, apparently because they are old, but are now being refurbished. This is to serve as Corps Members Lodge.
That place can occupy minimum of 30 coppers. And we have said that it is not a one-off project that we're just delivering the building, but we are coming around from time to time to interface, to interact with the coppers.
We're putting in place a memorandum of understanding with the school and the National Youth Service Corps, the NYSC, to ensure that from time to time the best hands are being shopped from the NYSC camp so that they can provide the quality education services for the students.
With this facility, Corps members will no longer reject the school as place of primary assignments.
So with this, it will be easier to make Corps members stay and be punctual to work.
Accommodation will actually make a lot of impact in the sense that most of the coppers won't want to be rejected anymore. They want to stay because we do have problems due to accommodation.
The state government solicits support from all students of other schools.
What we have done now is a contribution to the educational development, not only in Ijeshaland, but also state at large. Government cannot do it alone. Government needs the support of everybody.
You can live within the campus, you've saved the cost of traveling from point A to point B, which, as you know, it's quite expensive in Nigeria right now.
The annual general meeting and inauguration of new executives of the state also took place.
They believe a school that produced the likes of Lateef Jakande, Alpha Begori, Kayode Esho, Enoch Adeboye, among other notable Nigerians, should be given desired attention, especially by the state government. Rafi Hamid, TVC News, Ilesha, Osun State.
And still on education, students in Sokoto State under the Federated Association of Sokoto State Students has called for more support for education and other incentives that will encourage more youth from the state to embrace education. The students' body made the demand shortly after over thousands of students from the 7 local government areas of Sokoto East Senatorial District benefited from student support program of 50,000 naira. The students said the state is backward in terms of education and support. This will encourage more students to embrace education, especially in the district.
The program is designed to support our students educationally, especially from Sokoto East Senatorial District, which we expect our fellow senators, House of Reps members, and all other wealthy individuals to emulate from the gesture of this.
It's a gesture done by distinguished Senator Ibrahim Lamido to the student from his zone of supporting them with a huge amount of money to the tune of 50,000 naira to each of 1,000 students.
Once youth are left behind, so we can say that there's no future for community or society. So Senator Lamido making effort in assisting youth or supporting them in terms of educations, assistance in terms of their business, all those.
Catholic Church of Minna Diocese has provided scholarship to 100 students to study various disciplines in Polytechnic as it marks 50 years of existence. Bishop of the Diocese, Most Reverend Martin Uzoku, said the gesture is in furtherance of the Church's unwavering commitment to education. Correspondent Chenemi Bami reports.
They are gathered from all over Niger State to mark the golden jubilee of the Catholic Church in the state. In the last 50 years, the church has contributed to the development of education in the state through its mission schools. One of its schools, Fatima Secondary School, before it was taken over by the government, produced great people like veteran broadcaster Suresh Toba of NTA. In furtherance of this good work, the church has given scholarship to 100 young people to study in its polytechnic.
I've kept my father's commandments.
In all our schools, we have nursery primary schools, secondary schools in many places, and then we have polytechnic. And you see, we have just given tuition free to 100 candidates.
And I'm most grateful to God for the life God has given us. We are celebrating Minna yesterday, Minna today, and Minna tomorrow.
At least some year is coming, I will also sit down with my children and tell them how was the celebration is. So I appreciate God for everything.
Because so many societies and organizations has been created within the diocese, and now that we have two dioceses, the Kontagora and Minna diocese now, we pray that more dioceses will be created in thereafter.
With as little as 20 priests that started this diocese, there are now over 100 priests. 2 were killed by bandits in 2023. The bishop says the church sees this as persecution that the church suffers.
Whether it is Islam, whether it is Christianity, whether it is African traditional religionists, all of us know that God is the owner of life and only God can take life. So we beg God to please forgive all those ones, all those people who killed our reverend fathers and who killed our people, so many of them, and give them a new heart so that they will be converted.
In 1973, the Minna Diocese of the Catholic Church was established. The current bishop, Most Reverend Martin Uzoku, took over from the first indigenous bishop, Christopher Abba.
In the last 50 years, the Catholic Church has been a major contributor to education in Niger State, a feat and a work that they plan to do more in the coming years. TVC News, Minna.